Speaking of our good friends at OriginOil, they join us now. Riggs Eckelberry and Nicholas Eckelberry, the brain trust of OriginOil. OOIL is their stock symbol. Breakthrough water cleanup technology. Gentlemen, get closer so we can see both of you. I know that Riggs has an aversion to sitting too close to his brother, but great to have you both. What's the latest? I see so much activity on the OriginOil website and on the news feed for OOIL. I'm just going to let you take over, Riggs, and you tell us what's been going on over there.
Well, fine. I'll be happy to MC this part of the show.
All right, go on. The brothers.
Rusty, I just want to say that you will never be overbought.
Yeah, he will never be overbought.
Overserved, overweight, overconfident I could go with. But
never overbought. Take it away, Riggs. What do you got?
Well, what we got is, as I announced this morning to the people on our newsletter, everyone on this show should subscribe to the OriginOil newsletter.
Yeah, you should, and I do as well.
12,000 strong. And we announced that our new second-generation harvester and cleanup machine is now operational.
Nice.
And meanwhile, the existing machine in Texas is cleaning up frack water, and the water that Rusty was cleaning was not cleaned by us.
No.
That's exactly it. Hey, talk about that, because you had an interesting headline for your newsletter this time, and you talk about the gauntlet was thrown down a while ago. Tell us that story.
Well, what happened was, this is a public company. And so I've been educating our people here that we live by quarters. And last Tuesday was the last day of the third quarter. And I promised to the board, perhaps foolishly, that we'd have this machine ready. Well, Andrew and his team ended up working round the clock. We had all 15 electronics contractors working over at the offsite. And they got it done. And it's operational, and we're very proud.
Of course,
the whip marks have diminished by now, I'm sure, so they can come out in public. That's good.
Oh no, I never actually show visible harm on my people.
No,
good.
Not
mental torture.
Not that you'll see publicly. Nicholas
Exactly.
Eckelberry, of course, Chief Invention Officer there at OriginOil, and again, their stock symbol is OOIL, and their website OriginOil.com. Nicholas, he's drug you out of the lab once again, I see, and kicking and
dressed
screaming.
you all up and put makeup.
Yeah, made you presentable.
Pretty boy.
What's can you give us any insight on what the latest is over there in OriginOil?
Well, yeah, we've been innovating a lot in a couple areas. One is the oil and gas, but that's pretty much fait accompli. All the innovations have gone into the Gen 2. And so I've been messing around with algae and just did the algae conference in San Diego.
Yeah, we were there.
Big deal.
Yeah, that's right. You were there. And we just, it was a fascinating show because, basically algae was going for fuels, and then the price of fuel stayed steady. So I don't think it's going to be anytime soon that algae to fuels will work, given the price of oil being stable as it is.
Yep.
The move, however, is a move that I really, really look forward to, which is the move to algae to food. And
really? Start eating that
Well,
stuff?
but think about that.
No,
but think about that. I mean, honestly,
Slow down.
All right.
What it is we use algae to feed the animals that
Gotcha.
you can eat.
And what we're seeing here is we're seeing some footage from the algae conference that you folks were here out in San Diego, and of course the OriginOil Algae Harvester booth there, and
the closing night, I got to sing "What's It All About?" Algae.
Thank you, Rusty.
What a
This is an interesting vertical, though, Nicholas and Riggs, because oil and gas, of course, is a bread and butter industry because it's not going anywhere. But at the Algae Biomass Summit, you talk about some pretty exciting stuff. What are the chances that this will equal your oil and gas efforts in the years and months to come?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it'll ever equal. Oil and gas is the true business of OriginOil. I mean, it really is. But having said that, there's a tremendous movement right now, and I think the movement's going to grow as the price of feed goes up, to feeding animals with a natural renewable resource that's not human consumption. In other words, we're not using corn or soy anymore. And you know what? There's a really interesting thing. When you start feeding algae to beef, it actually marbles the fat of the beef with omega-3.
Wow.
In other words, you're turning a beef into a salmon.
Wow. You're turning a beef into a salmon.
That's weird.
Russ has got...
Put it back in the basement, would you? He's officially cracked.
But it's actually true. It's
Yeah,
actually true. You actually increase the omega-3 content of fats in animals. And the animals love this stuff. They get very healthy. They emit 20% less methane. It's such a good solution for the planet.
And is
that
there a
it's
market to sell it? Because if you scrape my shower walls, you'd have a good meal for a couple cows,
Oh,
I'm sure,
wow.
right
That's
there.
just
So I'm just
scary.
thinking I could grow algae.
Absolutely. Well,
Good.
I'll let you work on that angle of it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Riggs Eckelberry, Nicholas Eckelberry, CEO and Chief Invention Officer. And,
Dancing Eckleberries.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Yeah.
I want to go to a party with the dancing Eckelberries. OriginOil.com. Actually, Riggs is going to be a industry expert here on my Kogo show here coming up.
What's in your water?
What's in your water?